Welcome to etvFutures.com. It's Thursday, December 27th. I'm Remy Hokie for your Commodities Open report. NYMEX crude oil futures are up in today's session, trading above $97 a barrel. The latest EIA reports show that U.S. crude supplies fell for the sixth week in a row. The EIA reported that U.S. crude inventories fell by 3.3 million barrels in the week ended December 21st. Refineries operated at 88.1% of capacity, up from 87.8% in the previous week. On the other hand, the API reported that crude inventories rose by 900,000 barrels. Meanwhile, geopolitical tensions are adding to gains in futures prices. Former Pakistani Prime Minister Benazir Bhutto was assassinated after a political rally in Pakistan. Opposition leader Bhutto died after a suicide bombing. And on the NYMEX, February crude was last trading up $1.43 at $97.40 a barrel. This morning, I'm joined by Bob Yawger, Vice President of Energy Trading at MF Global. He'll discuss the latest inventory and geopolitical concerns weighing on energy futures.
This is Bob Yawger from MF Global, and the big news today is the crude oil stock draw, which is off 3.3 million barrels today, which is more than the anticipated 1.0 to 1.5. Big draw, spiking the market up to a high of 97.69, and the market's still trading towards those highs. So a little bit of a surprise in the import number, really. Imports were up 694,000 barrels. There was some anticipation that the barrels that we would imports would be up a bit higher than that, kind of a slingshot effect from last week's number when stocks were down even more than they were this week. The feeling was that you would get some of those imports that were sitting out in the Gulf come into port over the course of the last week. However, apparently, continuing fog problems in the ship channel in that area, plus weather problems in the Mexican ports, the three principal Mexican export ports, have kind of cut into import volumes. Hence, we have a draw of 3.3 million in the crude oil. Of course, when you start getting close to $100 and you get a nice number like that, there's a tendency for spec paper to jump in there and take advantage of that also. So you may have a situation where you have some spec length involved in this substantial move also. Of course, this latest move, that the numbers came out at 10:30, is piled on top of the rally that we had after the assassination of Pakistani opposition ex-Prime Minister Benazir Bhutto, which at that point the market kind of rallied from 96, around the 96 area. Actually, we'll call it like a 95.50 area up to 96.50, and then it pulled back a bit, and then we piled this EIA rally on top of that move already. Now, of course, Pakistan doesn't have anything in the way of this is not going to lead to some kind of supply disruption situation, but it does add to a sense of geopolitical turmoil surrounding the Middle East area. Though it's not really the Middle East, it's more of a what would you call it, kind of a Central Asian kind of situation. There is still a geopolitical risk involved with this. So that's kind of it here this morning. We're up substantially. We're getting dangerously close to the $100 mark here in crude oil. And that's it. Bob Yawger from MF Global.
That was Bob Yawger, Vice President of Energy Trading at MF Global. And taking a look at the metals complex, gold futures are higher in the session. U.S. dollar weakness and rising crude oil have been lifting the precious metal. Also, futures are up in reaction to news of Bhutto's assassination. February gold was last trading up $4.30 at $833.80 an ounce on the COMEX division of the NYMEX. And that's it for your Commodities Open report. I'm Remy Hokie. Join us after the NYMEX session for your commodities recap right here on etvFutures.com.